Very distinct, very clean, very bright, very small. So this is the complete look on how it's gonna be. Invisible to the naked eye until it's actually on. We have a slew of Rizoma parts that I'm going to throw on. You guys know I'm a big fan of the brand. MotovationUSA.com is the only place for you to grab them. The home of Rizoma for years. So all of the quality stuff you're seeing on my bike, any of my brands, you could grab them in the link in the description. These are always sealed, as I always mention in every single video, so they haven't been tampered with. These are going to be turn signals. Very small. And that's what they look like. They are tiny, guys. And again, I know what you're thinking. He's touching the Hypermotard, so how is this gonna work? So let's go. And again, this is gonna go in the Hypermotard in a specific situation. That means no more turn signals with the handguards. Hypermotard is not seeing too much off-road action, so we're gonna change up the style a little bit. Now, look how tiny this turn signal is. I mean, it's pretty much gonna be invisible to the naked eye until it's actually on. Very, very interesting look by Rizoma, guys. Again, there's a little bit of branding going around. Very subtle, tastefully done. But there's one thing that's new here to what Rizoma did. Very often, they tend to have connectors that fit exactly the actual bike that you're fixing these on, but this approach is a little bit different. These are open-ended wires that they give you to wire it yourself. Am I excited about that? Probably not, because I'm very accustomed to what they usually do where it's kind of pre-set up already. I'm guessing this is probably to make sure that you can mount it to whichever bike, whichever style that you prefer. It does give you the option to shorten the length of the wire though. Really interesting. Left turn signal, right turn signal. Very tiny, and I'm excited to kind of show you guys these because they're mounted very uniquely on a Panigale V4S as well. Very interesting to see how this is gonna go, and if you guys are gonna like them. I know I've seen photos of these guys. They're very impressive, they're very bright, and they're very subtle. So excited to get them on. They do include these little tube here. It looks like when you run the wiring just to create a solid connection, and then you heat these guys up to shrink wrap them. Very interesting, their approach. This is the first time I'm seeing this by Rizoma. Hopefully you got a heat gun when you're working on this project. Maybe soldering it also. I mean, it all depends based off the heat shrink. You might not need to solder it, but you just need to coil them together properly before heat shrinking this all together. Very excited. And of course, there's a little tool that they provide. Looking forward to seeing how all of these apply. It wouldn't be Rizoma if they didn't include a multi-language manual. Let's take a quick look. Oh, you could mount them in multiple ways. Super interesting. All right, I'm looking forward to actually putting this on, guys. They are not put together, they're not assembled, so we're going to do that now. There's a couple of components here that's required. Grab the turn signals and everything that's included. Rizoma is brilliant enough to include the tool for us to dismantle the turn signals themselves and then to fit them, because these turn signals are universal. They fit multiple ways. So for the Hypermotard 939 SP, it requires an adapter and a little housing. So let's put them together. There you go, all taken apart. Take out the screws here. Basically disassemble the entire assembly. Just like that. Now that the assembly's been disassembled, I'm going to slide everything out off the turn signal. And then now we're gonna take this little housing here. We're gonna run the wiring through and check the manual. From the look of things, it looks like we have to unsleeve the turn signal. And then we're gonna run the wiring through here. Just like so. And from the looks of it, you're just gonna screw these on. This is where the little tool comes in, because it fits exactly at the top, just like that. And then from there you can tightening it down. Now we're gonna run the sleeve back on. Both turn signals should look somewhat just like this, pretty much invisible really, unless you're looking close enough. Really cool, very unique, very, very small. These things are tiny, guys, and they're really, really bright. Let's continue put them together. There we go. So it's gonna be mounted just like that. Turn signal, mounting bracket, and you can rotate it, make it fit, and then you can tighten things down a little bit later. Okay, one side's complete. We're gonna prep again. We're gonna drop the washer in, drop the nut in. And then just gonna tighten those down. Again, what I'm doing, pretty much everything is hand tighten. And now we're gonna just put the boot in on each side. And the boot. For this portion here to be sealed. So this is the complete look on how it's going to be after installation is done. Very clean, very neat. No like fuss or muss around it. It's going to keep it nice and clean. Very excited to actually get these on. Let's take a quick look. This is the left hand side and the right hand side turn signals. Very hidden, very discreet. Again, you can adjust them later. Top view, side view of them, and then the back. Very clean looking, no wiring, everything's gonna be hidden, gonna be tucked. And take a look. This is you sitting on the bike. Right hand side, left hand side, super small, very discreet, very excited to actually get these guys on.